Hey everybody, welcome back to the Print 3D channel. Today is November 27th, and that means day 331 of the 3DP 365 project. And on today's episode, as you guys may well know, I'm a huge fan of the low polygon look. And I also love a really good dragon model. So finding this cool PolyDragon posted up on my mini factory was a huge win. And our print turned out really good, and I can't wait to share it with you guys, so stick around. Hey everybody, welcome back, and thank you for joining me here for day 331 of the 3DP 365 project. As you guys may well know, I'm a huge fan of the low polygon model look. Now in the beginning I really wasn't a fan, I just didn't see the point of the model. But once I printed a few of them, I became addicted. Now every time I see a new low polygon model posted anywhere, I have to print it. And I also love dragons. And finding a really cool dragon model to print is not a problem. There's quite a few really good artists out there putting out really cool dragon models. And sometimes they're a little bit difficult to print, but if you get them to print, they really turn out awesome. So finding a blend of both of those things was a cool win-win for me. And this is the PolyDragon. Now this is modeled by Kaija, aka Juka. He's the same person who models all those cool castles that we've been printing lately. And this is a really cool model. Now it says in the description that he was just kind of messing around in Blender, but I think this is a really great model, and I hope he makes more of these low polygon looks. So if you're watching, make more of these, because this is really cool. And it's really designed for 3D printing. All the angles are up, so you won't have any problem, you won't need support. And this model's posted over at my mini factory, and once we downloaded it, we sent it over to Simplify 3D for slicing. In Simplify 3D, I used a 0.2mm layer height, with 3 top layers, 3 bottom layers, and 3 perimeters. I also used 7% infill on this model. Now you probably could print this hollow with enough perimeters, but I like to have a little bit of infill. It adds a little bit of sturdiness to the model, and I only use 7%, so it's not a lot of infill. I probably would have went a little bit lower, but I saw some top layers in here that would probably need just a little bit more support from the underneath of having some different amounts of infill. Now I was going to print this out at gMax size, but it is a really big model actually. And this is actually one of the issues I did have with the model. This is actually at 1000%. Now the model there isn't a problem with the model, there's just a problem with the scale. So when you drag this into your favorite slicer, it may come in a different size than you had in a different scale. But I actually scaled mine to 1000% to get this size. We did print this out at 35 millimeters per second, which made for a little bit longer print. But I wanted a perfect print. And in my opinion, this is pretty perfect. We did use some of that Matter Hacker Standard Series PLA in blue. And this filament has a bit of an iridescent look to it. It's almost semi-translucent too. So depending on the lighting, you might see a little bit of iridescent finish to it. And it really did turn out really good. My gMax 1.5 XT Plus really did a stellar job on this print. There was a little bit of stringing, you can see a little bit of it here. And I did have a lot of that surface wisping going on because there is a lot of retraction and a lot of movement going on between the different areas of the model during the printing. But once again, that wisping just wiped right off, and any bit of stringing I had, I was able to pull free. And there are some areas of concern with this model, and that's why I printed it out at 35 millimeters per second. And those are the fins on the back here, and of course the horns on the top of the head, and the little snout on this little dragon. But those all turned out pretty good. I am very happy with the results. These are a little bit rough here on the horns, but they're not too bad. The tail's got a nice point to it, and of course his little snout looks pretty good. The rest of the model is really clean. There were no problems with layers or extruder issues, so it's a very clean print. And the print time was about 7 hours, which isn't too bad. And I really want to gMax size this and print it out in a couple of different colors, because I really love low polygons and I really love dragons, and finding a really cool PolyDragon was a huge win-win. Well, that about wraps it up for day 331 of the 3DP 365 project. I hope you guys found this episode interesting and informative, and if you're looking for ways to support the channel, check out those affiliate links down in the description. And of course, don't forget to subscribe to the channel, comment, like, and share those videos, and I'll see you guys tomorrow.